applause who's never been here before.
My name is Laila, and I'm from Mexico, and three of us have been doing this mucho improv for a little while now, and we have different levels of English. I hope, and Spanish as well. I hope I'm 100% fluent. I was born and raised in Mexico, I really do. So yes, so like 100% Spanish, and I'll do as well. What about you?
So I'm Javier.
It starts with
One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on to didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch it go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart.
That many words, that's right. Okay, let's start it. Okay.
Anyway, so we're gonna start off with our first game called Adult
One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried. So I started the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property. Remembering all the times you fought with me. I'm surprised it got so things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything inside. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of the time when I tried so.
Never gonna go, never. That's not me, I'm too good.
My life partner, I'm giving you some issues here.
I've put my trust.
Oh my God. Can I put this in water?
Pushed as far as I can.
Yes, honey, I am. Eso que no quiere nunca, nunca hacer nada. Que se siente que es más rico y famoso.
But I wanted to change that. I wanted to go on the country. I know I'm not. Estoy inconstante. Yo tengo fuerza en mí. Yo puedo.
Escucha la parte de tu cerebro que te dice, don't get dirty. Don't. It's not for you, it's not who you are. You went to Burning Man once y no sobreviviste. No sobreviviste, recuerda eso.
Se me olvidó el agua. Yo no tenía agua. I didn't have any water with me. And people were like, are you okay? And it was like raining. And I was like, ah. Bebiendo el agua de la lluvia.
That's right. I can ease it for you.
Me siento un poquito mareado. Si tuviese un snack. Necesito un snack.
Tu parte, tu left brain part of your brain is telling you go home. Casa. Ve a casa.
Home. Yes. I remember now. I was walking home from the mountain. I wasn't going towards it. Ya yo fui. Ya yo fui a la montaña. Me voy a casa a dormir.
La montaña.
nombre en inglés? Yo no estaba preparado, yo estaba aquí, mira mi técnica. No estoy prepared.
Cuando tú Nadia, it's magic.
Mira this! Oh. Calambre, me cago creo. No estoy listo. No estoy listo. No estoy ready.
Alejandro, no, es importante. Necesitan estar listos. Now!
Tienes razón. Tienes. Correct. Mira.
Oh,
No estoy listo, no estoy ready. Es en 2 hours. Y necesito yo mover las piernas en agua fastly.
no tienes triste. Es una buen día a nadie. Y están great. Tú están great.
Yeah! Yo estoy great! Yo estoy great! Oh! Oh.
Es todo que need. Confianza en tu self.
Oh. Ay, gracias, Jennifer. Oh. Pero sabes, nosotros dos vamos a llevar el trophy.
¿Los dos trophy?
Yes.
Solo yo tengo una trophy.
Pensé que éramos friends.
Cuando están friends, amigos, están más importa de la amigo,
Pues,
friend.
¿qué tal si nosotros competimos together?
Together.
Sí, en tu back.
Cuando nadie, los dos tiene una trophy.
Exactamente lo que yo estaba thinking.
Los dos tengo una trophy.
Los dos
Yes,
tengo un
trophy.
trophy.
Los
Los dos
dos tengo
tengo
un
un trophy. All right. Every time I'm on stage, I'm like, am I hot or am I just moving a lot? Anyways, I'm not sweating bullets. So this next scene we're gonna do is called an open scene, the touching one, right?
Right.
Yes. So we're gonna do an open scene with a twist, meaning we cannot talk unless we're touching someone or being touched. And so it'll be in Spanish, but touching with consent is the key. So can I have a raised hand? A suggestion for a relationship between two people.
Brother.
Brothers, yes. Brothers.
¿Te gusta?
Damn, yes, I said I liked it. Oh, me gusta mucho.
Por un momento no te entendí. Pensé que estabas enojada.
Sí, bueno.
Debe estar bonita.
Muy bonita.
Te la regalo.
Gracias.
Mine!
¿Qué la chinga?
Mira esta camisa, me veo Ricardo empezó.
Yo tengo mucho que...
Espera. Espera, los dos que se esperen. Que se esperen, por Dios, que se esperen, muchachos. Se esperan, por favor. Por favor, en esta casa es una casa de Santa María. Es para ella. La camiseta es para tu hermana, sí, es para tu hermana, no es para ti.
Ah, gracias.
Es mi hija.
Qué bonita.
Es mi hija favorita.
Mi favorito también. Tú es tan una feo.
Es que eres muy peleonero.
¡Fuiste adoptada!
Basta.
Yo te gusta.
Basta. Me van a matar. Niños, me van a matar.
¡No!
Yo me la paso cosiéndoles todos los días camisetas, me la paso bordando todo el día, bordo. Es la forma en que yo les demuestro mi amor, chiquitos. Yo los quiero tanto.
¡Oh, mami, me estás matando!
¿Te gustas a ti?
¿Qué?
¿Te gustas este?
Ella tenía una camisa.
Niños, mis amores. ¿Cómo vamos a solucionar esto, muchachos? ¿Ya no te vas a pelear?
Tal vez.
¿Te vas a pelear?
Lo siento.
Pídele perdón a tu hermano.
¡Estúpida!
Pídele perdón a tu hermano.
Tonto.
Ay, mami.
Oh, mami.
No me dejan otra opción. Los voy a tener que regalar.
¿Regalo?
Sí, se me van de la casa.
¿Qué?
Búsquense otra madre. Yo ya no los aguanto.
¿Otra madre?
Adiós.
¿Vamos a buscar otra madre?
Otra madre.
I need hand sanitizer somehow. Okay, so we did pillars, right? You want to say?
Yeah.
Yes.
So next we're gonna do this game called Pillars, where we're gonna do a scene in Spanish, and we'd like to use, hopefully, the help of a non-improviser here, someone that speaks no Spanish whatsoever. And you'll have the lucky job of translating, and whatever you say is totally perfect, and that's kind of the fun of it. We're just gonna work with whatever you give us. So yes, does that make sense? So we'll ask for two people, and we'll have you stand right here, and we have a little mic for you. And again, no Spanish whatsoever is the best, and whatever you say is perfect. So does anyone want to volunteer? Come on, yeah! Yeah, one more. Anyone else? Come on.
You'll be super happy and you can tell all your friends that you translated Spanish into coherent English.
Yeah! Thank you. What's your name?
Joe.
Joe. What's your name?
Chetco.
Chetco. Give it up for Joe and Chetco. Oh, thank you guys. So, let's see. I don't know. You guys are looking both summery. What's something summer related? Has anyone, it was rainy today. What's a rainy day activity you like? Reading. It's all made up, fool.
A what?
Reading.
Reading. Perfect. You want to practice a little bit?
Oh yeah. So amigo, ¿dónde está mi bebida? And then you would say,
Whatever you think she said. Just
Yeah.
on the microphone.
Oh.
you make it up, whatever it is.
Where is my bathroom?
That's exactly it.
So when we point at you, that's your time to translate what we said. Perfect. So, what was it, reading?
Reading.
Yeah, reading. Aburrido. Aburrido. Aburrido.
I love this book.
Aburrido.
Amiga, ¿necesitas ayuda?
No, este libro está muy aburrido.
I just wish I knew how to read.
Es que yo creo que los libros solamente son para hacer avioncitos.
I just want to be free.
Yo tengo una idea más buena para ti.
What kind of bug is this?
Yo nunca aprendí a leer, por eso hago avioncitos de papel con los libros.
I think this is a picture book. Does it have fun pictures?
Ay, gracias por darme esto, porque como no sé leer. So padre.
These pictures are terrifying.
Algún tiempo es necesario para una niña a ser una mujer.
It's really important that you learn to read this book. It's so needed.
Pero me da asco. Y me da miedo. No puedo leer, los libros me dan miedo. No.
I'd much rather talk about politics if we could do that
Exactamente. Aunque no sé nada de los libros, tengo muy buenas ideas. Yo puedo hablar de política todo el día.
This sandwich is so good while I eat.
Está bien.
Yo tengo una buena. ¿Te gustas político? Trump 2024. Es histórico.
This colony of bugs has replicated the 2024 political climate.
Gracias, de esta forma voy a aprender a leer. Gracias, amiga. Con mi sándwich y mi libro de fotos y estos mosquitos. Ya estoy completa.
Oh my gosh, this book, these Cheetos 2024, and these mosquitoes. Like, life couldn't be better.
La librería me encanta.
Es como todavía en biblioteca.
You fucking liar, I know you can't read.
We have one more game for you guys for the Mucho Improv group, and we like to call this game, or it is called, I didn't name it, Piano Torture, and which we will be speaking in English during a regular scene based off of suggestion you all provide. but once the music starts playing, we have to start singing in Spanish. Or was it singing in English?
No, in Spanish.
Yes, because our hearts are more full when we speak Spanish. So, can I get from a raised hand a? Wow, all the good questions have been asked. I guess one, two. Something you're looking forward to this summer?
Right?
Woo! You with the right hand. Sorry.
We're going to the zoo tomorrow.
The zoo. Going to the zoo. Hopefully it's sunny. I hope. Wow, that was like a sea-crested crane. I thought they were dead. Oh, God, I'm just like looking for Oh! That's the double-breasted elephant moose.
Dad, this zoo is way too interactive for me. They're like all running wild. Thanks, Dad. No.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I'm 15 now. I just rather have a 50 quinceañera, please.
Ricky, ever since they changed the laws to let animals roam free, we can just be with nature and enjoy it. Like
Dad, I can't. I'm not an animal person. Yo no soy una persona que le gustan animales. No soy esa niña normal que le gusta montar a caballo. No soy esa niña normal que le gusta acariciar un gato. No soy
una persona de animal.
Soy quinceañera frívola. That's
This
right.
is the year that you become an animal person. Because when you're 15, it's a rite of passage to be out in the wild. Like my dad took me camping and there were bears.
Dad, didn't grow up like you, Dad.
Oh, and that's what I'm trying to change.
Stop it, why are you trying to change me?
Because you need to be more like me. Tienes que ser como yo. Tienes que ser como yo. Tu papá, él sabe todo. Mira, tu papá, él sabe todo. Obedézcame, haga todo lo que yo quiero. No me hables así, porque yo te refiero. Ahora es hora que no me hables más. Yo soy tu papá. ¿Y qué quieres más? Soy tu papá.
Es mi papá. Es mi papá. Es mi papá. Es mi papá.
Honey, I better not hear you guys fighting again.
Mom, I'm so glad you're here. Oh.
Yes, I mean, we're just trying to tell, like, Ricky, like, there's nothing to be afraid of in the animals. Like, you walked out there and you survived all the dangers.
Oh yes, I shouldn't tell you this right now, but actually, these animals are very dangerous.
Animalitos que muerden poquito, animalitos que te matan de una vez, animalitos que no te dejan seguir al día después. Cocodrilo te muerde, te quita la cabeza, te arranca todas las orejas. Animalitos que te van a matar.
See, you are brave. Like, just look how you know your command of knowledge of animals. Like, you just talked about crocodiles, you talked about animals. Like, you're ready.
Honey, we are so proud of you, and we think that you're ready to go out there by yourself.
So proud.
Mom, tell me.
Yo tengo mucho amor por mi niña,
Niña,
niñita, la hijita soy yo. Ella no estoy en cobarde.
exacto. No eres cobarde, eres muy coraje. Dije esto mal, pero no importa.
show, Improv. And now, take a deep breath and exhale, because you're about to see another group of improvisers that are going to do some improv for you. It is Tom from Portland, Oregon, came all the way up, terrible traffic, but made it to do some improv. He started the Brody Theater in Portland, which was it the first improv theater in Portland, Tom?
The second.
The second one. Silver group, and they were there till the pandemic, and Tom and his timing quit. So it was really good. But he's a great friend of Unexpected Productions. He's also a board member, and that also leads me to Audie, who's from LA. Isn't that fancy? Yeah. He took many classes here. He went to LA, took classes there, and then because of the pandemic, on Zoom joined the board. How about that pandemic? So we got 2 board members, and then to balance out the power structure, we've got Tony, who's been in the company for a long time. He's also the associate artistic director, so contributes and is so much the fabric of this company. So the 3 of them together are called the board, and let's give it up for them.
Good evening. So yeah, Audie and I are on the board, and Tony's on the staff. We are thereby natural enemies. And,
they are, depending on your views, they're either the unpaid volunteers who keep nonprofits alive or the unaccountable oppressors who have their hands controlling
we
nonprofits.
scheme, we do a lot of scheming, and we make big money decisions. You know, they make the artistic decisions, we make the big money decisions. Like they came to us and they said, we'd like to put a new coat of paint on the gray part of the bricks, and we got together in the board and said, yeah. And they said, that worked out really well. We'd like to put a new coat on the white, and we said, no. You know what the cost of white paint compared to gray? It's double.
I think we just need a word.
Yeah, we need a suggestion of a word.
A word. From a non-improviser, maybe. Any word that's maybe been floating through your life this week? Well, carousel? Yeah. Carousel. Thank you, carousel. When I first visited Seattle, I was brought out by Microsoft for an interview in 1998. I just thought of Seattle as this magical sort of Twin Peaks-like land. Twin Peaks was my biggest connection to the area. And they stupidly brought me out in winter. So I came, during the cloudy part of Seattle, and there was like nobody in town. I still don't know why, like the streets are never this empty now, but then I remember I just walked down 3rd Street and there was nobody there, and I couldn't find almost anything open. It was like a Thursday afternoon. It may have been some kind of, I don't even know, it wasn't a holiday, but I went down to Seattle Center, and there was a little roller coaster and a merry-go-round type, a carousel at the time, but they were like moving in slow motion, like. And I just fell in love with it. I thought it's always going to be this weird sort of liminal space in Seattle. And I think that's still true, but when you experience a place the first time, everything's different, it's amazing, and it's hard. I've been here 27 years now, and I have to sometimes just remember how amazing it is. Or I look at people in Pike Place Market when I'm just angry at them because they won't get their like little stroller out of my car's way, and they're having the time of their life. And I'm just mad because I'm always here. It's hard. It's hard to hold on to that feeling about places and that knowledge that things are amazing when you're around them too much.
Ah, the place has changed.
How did it get spookier?
I don't know. But it is, you're right. It's just like a spooky, creepy, kind of unsettled aura.
Why did we have to share the will? I thought I made it explicitly clear to Mom that when she was to die, she was to give it to you, Jack.
Well, that was talked around, but
Talked on, we went round and circles.
I don't really want it. Do you?
No, that's why I told her to give it to you. Nobody wants this.
You're scared. You're not just creeped out a little bit. You're scared of this place.
Hello, gentlemen. I'm the arbiter.
So you decide which of us?
I only arbitrate.
Oh, you're an arbitrator.
Yes, you decide. I call the decision. Your mother must have loved you both very much.
She did not love me more. That's not why I was supposed to get the place. It's a curse.
She loved you more, and you knew it. And you know it. It's okay, Jack, it's okay. Like, I always wanted her love, and
Look, when she said my favorite son.
and the other one.
All right, I can see how that. Complex.
I don't want to go around and around circles. I really don't. I just want. She didn't love me. I didn't care for this place. I didn't care for her. And I just want you to have it.
Just have it outright, like that.
Yeah, I don't need it.
Arbitrator, are you listening to this? Because the will states that whoever gets the place has to live in it for the rest of his life. You cannot sell it, cannot move out.
Cannot rent. Can only go on vacation 1 week out of the year.
You're trying to stick me with it.
Well, I didn't think you would read. You've never had a thing in your life.
I've never had to. I got all the breaks, right? I got all the favors. I got all the love. Why should I read a bunch of fine print?
Yeah. And then the one time that you don't, you suddenly start to read? Seems suspicious.
There's another Joyce, a third Joyce. The morning before she died, she added a third stipulation if the two of you are willing to spend one night here. Sleeping in your childhood bunks. Then you may sell the place and split the profits.
Stories like this never turn out good.
Just one night. Please, please, oh God, please.
All right, okay, I'll do it.
you gonna be there? I'll be nearby. I have the key here. Don't worry. Or do, I don't care.
Awesome.
These things have a way of working themselves out. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Good luck.
Awesome. Can we get another word to keep this going? Just anybody shout out any word or
Bacon.
Bacon? Great. I don't know if they said bacon, but I heard bacon. So I'm in this like weird place in my life where I was born vegetarian and I was raised vegetarian because my parents were, for no good reason other than their parents were. I think somebody in our family was religious at some point. But we don't know how, like my parents are not, my grandparents are not. I'm actually the third generation atheist in my family, which is very rare. I kind of like meat, but my parents don't really know that I eat it all that much or anything. And the weird thing is I really like fine dining. I like going to like Michelin star restaurants. I like prefix course menus. I like spending a ton of money on like a very tiny portion of food. And we'll go to, and my wife is very, very meat heavy. Like she'll stress sweat that she hasn't had meat. And I'll know, look at her, go, okay, we gotta go to a steakhouse. I can feel it. Like we're gonna get divorced if we don't. So like every couple of months or so, we'll go to like a really fancy steakhouse, and she'll get the meat, and I'll get mashed potatoes. She'll, like, I'll ask her like, how's the meat? Is it good? And she'll be like, oh yeah, it's delicious. I'm like, okay, I want to try it a little bit, right? So this is now continued for 5-6 years, and it's gotten to this like weird spot where a lot of people that eat meat don't eat certain things that I really like. Like I love oysters, but so like I'll be like, oh, like I'm vegetarian. So I go, what do you want to do for your birthday? I want to go to Taylor Shellfish, right? And I'll just have like 24 oysters. And I feel like, so my sister has now moved closer to me. My parents live in India. My sister's now moved to Vancouver. And she kind of figured out that, oh, like, why are you eating meat? Like, you've never had meat before. Did you tell, like, mom and dad? And I was like, no, they don't really know. And then, like, a week and a half goes by, and I get a call from my parents, and they're like, I heard you're having meat now. That snitch. So I had this really uncomfortable conversation where it was kind of like the first time I told my dad is weird. My dad is he's an android. I don't know how my parents ever had sex or anything. My dad doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. I've never heard him swear. And he works for the Indian government, and he's not corrupt. So I'm not sure what's going on with him. Like, he's completely bionic. And then the first time I drank alcohol, I called my dad and said, alcohol, and I got this like talking. I was like, listen, okay, you can do it if you want to, but I just want you to know, like, it has all these like deteriorating health factors, and obviously I've become an alcoholic. Because I can't, in this world, I can't go to bed sober. And so now I had this like weird conversation with my dad where I'm like, yeah, I've been trying, bacon's really good, and you guys should try it. And all of a sudden my parents turned religious. They were like, you're Hindu, you shouldn't be eating meat. I'm like, no, I'm not. We've never been to a temple. We don't have any gods in our house. And I'm like, I don't know what to make of it. It's a bizarre feeling realizing that you grow and change, and suddenly like the thing I didn't want to happen to my parents, which is them like turning conservative, is happening to me. And I hope I can put a stop to it, but I'm not sure.
gotten to the bottom of your problem with the stiff ankle and the elbow? Do you mind if I hinge problem?
Have a seat.
No, sit down, sit down.
Is it bad?
Well, I don't know if it's a bad, good thing. It's what we've determined from our tests is that you're an android, not a human person, but an android, which is an artificial person.
Yeah, I know what I mean, that's science fiction.
Well, not really, not anymore. I mean, you're.
I've got parents.
You do have parents. That is easily faked. But and you don't. You're not a robot. You don't have metal wheels whirring around in you or wires or any of that Schwarzenegger crap. You are physiologically identical to a human, except for that you're not one. If that makes any sense.
I wish it didn't. Explains.
It makes the elbow and the ankle very easy to fix, but it's gonna fuck you up in the head. Maybe blunt.
I mean, it explains any number of breakups I've had. But, I mean, I have parents. I assume had sex at some point.
They may well have had it up and down the walls every night, but it did not result in you, sir. That is not for me to judge.
I mean, this is a lot. I came in because of some body pains, and that's my whole identity.
I know. We felt it would be only honest to tell you. There are others like you. They all live in a mansion with a bald guy. They don't have any spaces open right now, so you're on your own to wander the earth knowing that you are you and everyone else is someone different, but think of it this way. That's what it's like for me, and I'm a human.
Yeah, but you have some part of your brain that tells yourself that's just me feeling alienated or sad, and I have a doctor telling me I've been right. The worst parts of my brain have been right all these years when I'm going to sleep and it's 1 a.m. and I think I'm not like everyone else. Maybe I can't feel, maybe I'm not human. You're telling me that voice has been right all along, and I only have the good parts. Like cybernetics like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, you're durable. You'll probably last 300-400 years, and you legally don't have to pay taxes. I had our accounting department look that up.
I already have a non-working ankle and a non-working elbow. What am I going to do with 300 or 400 years except feel different than everybody?
Well, we all get old and stiff, but we can make that damn near like new. Damn near. And if I were you, when you get the bill, just don't pay it.
Where did my parents get me? Where did I...
From the bald guy in the mansion.
Hey son, I came as fast as I heard. Is everything okay? How's
You
your ankle?
heard?
Yeah.
You heard? Where did you got me from a bald guy in a mansion, Dad?
We legally had to tell him. The arbitrator said so.
It's okay. It's fine. Yes, we did. Your mom and I could not bear the thought of losing a child. We wanted to make sure that whoever our child was, how much we loved that child so much that we just wanted to make sure that they live on forever.
He was lame enough that you wouldn't feel bad if he died.
No! We love you.
Do you? It's weird because it feels like that matters. It feels good, but not really. It's just some computer code running somewhere telling me it feels good. doesn't actually mean anything.
We love you, Maddie. We love you so much. We poured our heart and souls into raising you, into the fine young man that you've become. And so what if you're a little bit different? Everyone's a little bit different.
You're gonna die, and I'm gonna go on and on and on. And what will I have? We didn't even have gods in our house to keep me company. I'm gonna be totally alone in this world.
It is a gift.
And you'll be unbelievably rich if you just start investing now.
Every parent dreams for their child to be perfect in every way.
And a parent's worst fear is that he might outlive his own child. I mean, no, that's not happening.
Well, I won't have to worry about it. So I presume I can't have children.
You're biologically in every way identical.
We don't know that that's true. You should take that up with the bald guy in the mansion. He really has all the handbooks on this.
So it doesn't really change anything, except I can live a long time and be rich. And I can do whatever I want.
And not pay taxes.
Because I'm not bound by human existence or your morals or your codes or your gods.
No!
I can eat anything and do anything, and life means nothing because I was created by humans, not by gods.
You were shown love and compassion, and that is what we hope that you would spread through the world.
Maybe. But I've been holding back.
Well, sometimes you gotta know when to let them go, and I think getting the hell out of here right now is probably a good idea.
I want to kill something and eat it.
I started doing a lot of wondering in the past few weeks about how the brain works because I fell on mine off of a 6-foot, you know, on a stepladder where there's that sign that says, "Do not stand above this area." That's really good advice. And so anyway, I landed. I fell about 6 feet straight down. This was 3 weeks ago, and I didn't land on my head, but just I jostled my brain pan. That's what the doctor said, and I had what the official medical term for it is a mini concussion, which sounds, you know, like it would be a fun one. Little bite-sized, pop it in your mouth concussion. But what that means is that you don't have to go to the hospital, but you're going to have a headache for about 2.5 weeks that nothing can cure, short of, you know, heavy narcotics. So I spent most of that 2.5 weeks lying on my back, you know, wondering what had happened to my brain. And I didn't hallucinate, and I wasn't nauseous. I didn't have, you know, blood dripping out of my eyeball, which the doctor I talked to said, that's a really good sign. Let us know if blood or other liquid you don't know what it is coming out of your eyeball or your ear. That you should definitely pop on in so we can have a look at it. But that didn't happen. Instead, I just, you know, I had this headache and took a lot of Tylenol and a lot of aspirin. It's okay to mix Tylenol and aspirin. If you mix Tylenol and ibuprofen, it will destroy your liver. And then you have a screwed up brain and a destroyed liver. And I don't know what they do for that. So I'm glad that I looked that up. Because the doctors won't tell you that. They always say, take Tylenol. because they are part of the Tylenol international conspiracy. I realized this when I was lying in bed with a concussion, so it's a pretty well thought out thing. Occasionally you'll meet a doctor who prescribes ibuprofen, and they are the enemies of the Tylenol doctors. And it's kind of like with breakfast cereal, Post hates Kellogg's. And there's more Kellogg's / Tylenol than there is ibuprofen / grape nuts. Which the reason they call them grape nuts, a lot of people make jokes about that, is because they're supposed to look like grape seeds. And then you're supposed to think, I would like to pour a big bowl full of grape seeds and eat them. And it worked. It's still there, right? It's a bestseller. Where was I? I'm gonna go take some Tylenol. Check with the rest of the board and see if we can afford some more felt for your slots.
Yes.
They're getting they're well.
Let's not point out all the
used.
problems of the theater. It's a good space.
Blocks and
Yeah, no, it's not.
And through all of this, it's not only been the improvisers and your suggestions that have been making the spontaneous theater, but as you know, we've had Alex on piano. Yes, he's live! Woo! And Kim is up there in our technique. All right. Hey, time for intermission. I want you to take 7 minutes, go get some candy, popcorn, cocktails, soda pop, gum, if you want, and then come on back in 7 minutes, and we got 2 more groups to show you some more improv. Give yourselves a hand.
My nude pics get posted. My home gets foreclosed. My cat explodes. I wake up in a trunk. My friend goes steampunk. I meet real pirates. There's an awkward silence. I say something unintentionally racist. I'm an adult with braces. I can't swim. I'm visited by Mr. Tim. Hey, boy. What if I think you've done troll? I'm attacked by a narwhal. The apocalypse started. I think I might have sharded.
Hi there. If you're a human, you've probably got...
Get a shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park for me. Sound of the river, you stop and you hold everything. A band is blowing Dixie, double fall time. Feel alright when you hear the music. Well, now you step inside, but you don't see too many faces. Coming in out of the rain, they hear the jazz go down. Competition in other places. But the horns, they blowing that sound. Way on down south. Way on down south, London town. Check out Guitar George. He knows all the chords. Mine is strictly rhythm, he doesn't want to make them cry or sing. If they didn't know guitar is all he can afford, when he gets up under the lights to play his thing. And Harry doesn't mind if he doesn't make the scene. He's got a daytime job, he's doing alright. He can play the honky-tonk like anything. Singing it up Friday night with the Sultans, with the Sultans of Swing.
Improv come to entertain us. We've got 2 more groups that are coming out to do a set of improv for you. The first group is Tess, Jack, Tyler, Angelica, and Sonnet. They're all participants in the festival and folks from around Seattle and around this theater, and we're really excited to see what they're going to do. Let's make some noise for them so that they know you're happy to see
Hey! How's everybody doing? Make some more noise if you're enjoying the festival. 41 years of improv, and you're celebrating with us, so thank you so much. So yeah, like Jill said, we're gonna do some improv, and yeah, it takes more than one person to do improv, so we called in the help from some friends. I'm Tyler.
Angelica. Sonnet. Tess.
Jack.
There you have it. So what we're gonna do for y'all is something called a lotus. If that means nothing to you, that's totally fine. Most people probably don't know what that means. What it does mean is we're gonna have 3 different groups. So in this section here, we're gonna have 2 people doing a scene. In the middle, we're gonna have a monologist, which is a very theatrical, pretentious way of saying one person that tells stories. And then on this side, we're gonna have 2 other people doing a scene. So we're gonna do in a little bit here, we're gonna get a suggestion, and that suggestion is going to get things started off here, and it's gonna go around 3 times, and it's gonna be awesome. Your minds are gonna be blown. You're gonna go home and tell everybody about how lovely of a time you had.
Or else.
And not or else. So yeah, to get this whole lotus started from a raised hand here, what is a family activity? Like something that means a lot to your family that's kind of like been passed down through the generations, or it doesn't need to be super momentous. It could be like an annual barbecue, but just something that means a lot.
Playing Scrabble.
Playing Scrabble. Is it like an annual, like just regularly, or like is there a tournament, or?
It's usually like Thanksgiving thing we do, especially with my grandmother.
Oh, cool. Special Scrabble with your grandmother on Thanksgiving. All right, thank you so much. It's all consonants.
Yeah. I have all S's. Oh. I spelled ass.
You know, normally I would laugh at that, but after the news about Grandma, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's just leukemia.
Ass was her favorite word. She played it every time. Over and over.
I know. The absolute just absurdity of managing to win Scrabble by playing ass.
What was her record? Like 14?
14.
14, yeah.
It's really, yeah, it's actually really frustrating. It made my English degree kind of seem pointless.
Yeah, she always mocked you for that. She's like, Jake got an English degree, and then she would smoke another cigarette, and
Well, hey.
she never finished her sentences.
It's honestly all I had in cancer, but it was, you play the tiles you're given. She says that, Grandma Joan, play the tiles you're given.
It's like the universe, just Scrabble universe knows.
Yeah.
They're thinking about Grandma Jen. Thanks, Grandma. Okay,
You want another whiskey?
please.
Yeah. Grandma Joan.
Grandma Jen. I changed camp.
cancer to answer.
You know what? I'll allow it.
Jake, do you think we'll get the house?
We'll see.
My grandmother's name was Alice Faye Gossett. She was the nicest woman I ever met. She always had a smile and a hug for us whenever we would come visit her in Florida. And then when she moved to Las Vegas, the Florida of the Southwest, she had a hug and a smile for us there as well. She loved to gamble. I remember she would leave us in the arcade at one of the casinos, and she'd go put $20 in the slot machine. And one time, she won $2,000 off of 20 bucks. And that night at dinner, she told us she was taking us to Disneyland. We couldn't believe it. Disneyland. We had never been to Disneyland before, or Disney World, or any of the Disney stores in Collin Creek Mall. My grandmother grew up in California, just outside of Disneyland, before she married my grandfather and moved around the US at the Navy. And she used to be friends with the guy that played Goofy. She would visit him at the park before her shift at the diner across the street. And one day she was talking about her friend to one of her coworkers about how he had snuck in a radio into his Goofy suit. She knew this because she heard, "Oh, I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener," coming out of his suit. The next day, a man came into her diner and said, "Thank you for telling me about Goofy. He's been fired." That's pretty shitty.
Come on.
You got it this time. You got it this time. Snake eyes. Snake eyes. Twos.
Okay, your turn.
My turn.
Yeah. Come on, snake eyes.
You think I don't
Snake
got
eyes.
it in me?
I think you got it in you. You think you don't got it in you.
I don't. But I believe in you, okay? I believe in you.
Marley, you got it in you.
Thank
Get
you.
the snake eyes.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Royce, it's always twos. It's always twos.
Is dice okay?
We're not fit for the Bellagio. We're never gonna make it.
Come on. Royce and Marley's famous dice show must continue.
Royce, but we get up there, we say we're the Snake Eyes guys.
Yeah.
And if we're rolling twos, they're gonna say we lose. I mean,
what if we white out one of the pips on the twos? So it looks like we get snake eyes. What if we white out every side of the die so it looks like there's ones on every side?
Royce, that's cheating. You can't do that in Vegas. You can't cheat in a casino.
We gotta go on in 1 hour. The people are paying. They want to see a show. We gotta give them a show. If you don't have a better idea, we're whiting out these dice.
Royce, it's a good idea. I'm just, what's it gonna do to us? What's gonna happen when we roll that one? You know, everybody thinks that we did it. But deep down, in my soul, I know that's just twos. I know that's two twos with a bit of whiteout on it. And I know that deep down I'm a failure. Do you want me to stay that way?
Well, you can't think like that. Dad was a Snake Eyes guy. Grandpa was a Snake Eyes guy.
Snake Eyes mastered that man.
Maybe we don't have it in us. But we are living out their legacy.
We'll do it for them. Okay. We'll do it for them. Get the white out.
You don't really realize how much stuff a person has until you have to move it across the country.
I know.
Oh man.
7 rugs.
7 rugs. She liked her rugs.
She had 2 rooms.
I know, she started stacking them up on top of each other.
I know.
So,
Kinda comfortable.
here, check this out. So, her Vegas trip? Yeah, Grandma Joan in Vegas. So, and actually, yeah, she smoked a cigar with an Al Capone lookalike.
Seriously? Oh my god! He kind of does look like him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't find her cigars, so I think she smoked them all.
Holy
She
crap.
was an avid smoker and is a very devout Catholic. She didn't want anyone to know. It was a secret thing.
There's someone dressed as the Pope.
Yep.
Oh my god, Vegas has everything.
I think that's actually the Pope.
That's actually the Pope? She really got around.
Yeah, she got around.
Yeah. Can change anyone.
So, I mean, yeah, maybe some of the rugs we could probably use at the new spot.
Yeah. Or I like the blue one.
Yeah, the blue one's cool, but I mean, the Persian red. I know it doesn't go with anything we have, but she did really like that rug.
Did. We could stack the blue one on top of the red one in honor of her.
You do that?
I would. I would. She meant a lot to me too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we're staying in our house.
We're staying in our house.
Staying in our
And
house.
since you're being so cool about the rug, we don't have to keep her Studebaker. But I know a guy who'll take it, so he'll love it. Old Reggie down the street. So.
I always wondered who your Studebaker guy was.
My grandma died a year ago next week. She was a wonderful woman. When someone dies, it's a heavy time, but it's also a time to remember them and to talk about the stories that you remember the most. My grandpa told me the story of how he met my grandmother. He chased her around a table at the diner that she worked at. And he showed up at her house one night, knocked on her door, and she said, "Wayne, how did you get here? How did you know where I lived?" And he said, "Well, Alice, don't you remember I took you home the other night?" And she didn't remember. My grandmother told me this same story from her perspective as she was losing her memories. So some of her stories weren't very coherent, but when she was telling me that story, she got to that part where he said, "Well, Alice, don't you remember I took you home the other night?" And she said, "And he was the best lover I ever had." So, we had to go find his wife in Las Vegas. Yes, he was married. But they were married for 45 years together. And they were devoted to each other. Grandpa never let her fill up the gas tank of the car. He always did all the chores for her. And he just made her feel like the most special woman in the world. Which was nice for me to have people to look up to, because my parents hated each other.
Royce, listen, I couldn't live with myself if anybody saw Whiteout.
That wasn't just you. That was my reputation.
I know, and we got booed off stage. But so what? So what? You know.
So what? I have a daughter. I have a family. You're out here dancing around with your real dice, single.
You're saying that like you're better than me. Like, we're still brothers, Royce. I'm sorry, I can't lie. I can't work my way to the top stepping on someone else. If someone else is better at dice than us, then let them move on.
You're stepping on me. You're stepping on my 6-year-old Virginia.
I am not stepping on my niece Virginia. I am not doing that. I am teaching her and you a valuable lesson in honesty, in truth, in something that the world's losing.
The world is losing happiness. The world is losing love. People don't want to come to a show and see someone fail. They see people fail every day. They don't want to see the Marley Gambino fail.
But maybe they want to see the Royce Gambino succeed. Against all odds. A 1 in 6 times 1 in 6 odds. 1 in 36. That's the chance we had, but we blew it and we're in the past. It's in the past.
They haven't seen me fail. They've only seen you fail. What if I go out there and do the show by myself?
You wouldn't dare. It's the Gambino Dice Brothers.
Snake Eye still rhymes with guy. There's enough to be an S at the end.
Snake Eye Guy? No! No! You would, Royce!
You were there for me when we were kids. I know that. I owe you something. I know that. But this is my life. This is all. I don't have anything else. I don't have anything else. I have a family. I gotta put food on the table. My wife doesn't want to work. You need to find something to care about that supports us both.
Fine. You know what? You could go and you'll be Royce the Die Guy, if that's what you want. If that means more than what we were doing together. And I'll be there to watch.
Okay.
Just better not see any whiteout on those die.
Don't look at him.
It does feel kind of good.
Yeah, feels good.
Yeah. You want to join me on the rugs?
Yeah, I guess. It's just same rug, but it's just, I don't know, it's not the same really.
It's not. But, I mean, they built a legacy pretty awesome on it. Maybe we could too. I mean,
Yeah.
5 years in, they had like 60, so, I mean, just gotta keep the time going and hopefully this rug can see some more stuff.
No, you're right. I mean, yeah. I mean, honestly, the fact that I'm even making a big thing of it, I mean, she was a tougher son of a bitch than I was, honestly. It's probably why I like you so much.
Well, you know, we get it. If you notice toughness in yourself, then it probably came from someone before you. And if she's the one that it came from, then you can honor that. And that's probably why I like you so much, because at least you recognize that.
You know, I don't think she would want us to have both the rugs. You know?
Just. So just the Persian?
No. The one that we want.
Yeah.
The blue. She didn't want us living in the past. I mean, and honestly, it's a waste of
rugs. Kind of is a waste of rugs, especially on a carpeted floor.
Kind of feels better already, so.
It does. Kind of homey, less forced.
You know, she told me I was definitely gonna marry an Italian.
That's funny.
No,
Yeah, she said that to me too.
she said that to you?
Yeah.
When did she say that?
Every single
Every time.
we hung out. She wanted me to know that she was gifted, and if I messed it up, she would curse me.
Are you every time that she would say,
Yeah.
honey, I need to say something to your girlfriend, like
That's every time that's what she was saying. I thought it was gonna be more something, intense, but she was just really happy she predicted the future.
she did, didn't she?
She really did. Love that blue-eyed lady.
You know, there was one thing she didn't predict though.
What?
I don't think that she knew just how strong our love would be. I mean, it's tough that, she had all the love in her heart, but she never really found the man who could reciprocate that. And I feel like it always kind of put me in a weird spot, but you complete me. Wish we had that student baker.
Yeah, that would've been nice.
My sister and I split up what little of my grandmother's possessions there were. We each took one half of a salt and pepper shaker set shaped like elephants. We divided her costume jewelry based upon our own personal tastes. We each got one muumuu, and we each took the powder and the scent bottle of her favorite perfume, Opium by Estee Lauder. And sometimes, when I've just had an everything shower, I will put on my muumuu and pick out a pair of earrings. They were clip-ons. She never got them pierced. And put a little bit of that perfume on my skin and hold that elephant, and I feel her with me. I can smell her the same way she smelled when I was a little child, coming to visit her in Florida or Las Vegas, Nevada. And it feels nice.
Thought I'd find you here.
Yeah. I'm trying to get it roll right. I'm trying to go straight. I heard you got married.
Not single anymore. That's how it goes.
Did she treat you right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice.
Good. You always deserved that. You're always the better of us.
Royce, don't say that.
No.
No.
It's true. It's true. When we were kids, I was always getting detention. You were always there. You were always there to help me out, to support me, to cover for me.
Well, Royce, I was just following the rules. I was just, going along, doing what I was told. You went out and did what you wanted to do, and you pushed the boundary. You said, screw that if somebody says I can't do it. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna face it head on and do it my way. That's the way you always did it.
So how did I end up here? Fake dice. My face is on billboards all around the city.
I know.
And I see those. It says the Snake Eye Guy on it, and That's not me. And you knew that. You knew that, and you felt bad about it, and because you feel things.
I do. I feel things all the time. Do you feel like you deserved it?
I wanted it. I worked hard.
Yeah?
We worked hard. We built something. We built on the foundation that our, grandpa and dad built for us, but I can't do it. Why'd I do it?
Well, it's for the next person, right? I mean, you're up there and you're gonna inspire someone like Dad and Granddad did for us. Someone's gonna look up at that billboard and say, Royce the Dye Guy. Denny the Dye Guy's got a ring to it. And they're gonna go out, they're gonna find a back alley, and they're gonna start rolling dye. Just like we did. They're gonna sit there amongst the garbage and the recycling bins, and they're gonna have fun. And they're gonna have good memories with their siblings. And they're gonna have their rough time, right? But at the end of the day, it's gonna bring something to them. That's gonna be what you did, Royce. I got you a little thing. Open it up.
Bracelet.
Yep.
A charm bracelet. A charm bracelet with a dice charm on it. Wow.
What's on that dice charm? Nothing but whiteout. There's not a single eye to be seen.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you so much, Scrabble. Lovely suggestion. And we have one more thing for you guys.
So lovely. Thank you for that beautiful lotus. And now for the dessert of tonight's show. Dominique and Jay, and they're about to, there they are, and so let's make some noise so they know
and the beaches concrete, and the stars paid a light bill, and the blossoms are false and stolen. Out of the city and down to the seaside, the sun on my shoulders and wind in my hair. But sandcastles crumble and hunger is human, and humans are hungry. Words the seagulls fly out of reach, out of who dies to
for 6 weeks because they're going to be our Friday, Saturday show. Yeah, there's 4 of them. It's called Mouth Wide Shut. We've got shows Wednesday through Sunday here, but for Friday, Saturday, for the next 6 weeks, that's what's going to happen. So come see them again. It's going to be a great time. This has been a wonderful night. It's a wonderful festival, a wonderful thing to celebrate our 41 years and to be with all the participants that have been here for shows and classes. And for our audience that came to see our show tonight, please come back again. And again, give it up for Kim up in the